Our project is human rights, discrimination against obese people.
Our issue is how can the people of our local communities be aware about the psychological and physical damage that discrimination against those people makes. And then our main aim is to make people aware about the causes and consequences that discrimination against those people has, and know how inform about the topic about these people.
Perspective. Those persons undergo discrimination because of their body, the status of a synonym of health, beauty, intelligence, white power, etc. On the other hand, this is overweight that the people understand as uglies, as sexuality, and more defects. In the USA, around 52% of the people that suffer from the obesity thinks that they are discriminated. The 20% of obese persons have been discriminated at assault salaries, and the 36% on public places, theaters, buses, etc. In Colombia, the people that suffer from obesity are not hired because they are considered lazy. People that suffer from obesity have 2 times more the possibility to win a lower salary, 4 times more to suffer bullying, and 6 times more to think that their body is the cause of their problems and the person that do not have obesity. The data allows us to build the outcome because we have to see if people think that the statistics say. We can build questions to evaluate the credibility of the information, to see the things being always being lazy or things like that. General things that statistics is. These are the perspective that we use to our perspective project.
Our outcome. We're going to make a video. In this video, we will show the opinion or what people think about obesity and the discrimination against obese people. This by making some interviews. These interviews will be divided into 2 times. In the first one, we will ask for an opinion and we will record it, and we will give a questionnaire. And in the second one, we will give a short explanation about the issue, and then we will give the same questionnaire. And then we will compare the both results and we will make some graphs. In the video, we will insert the graphs and also the opinion of the people, the conclusions that we can get about the results that we obtain, and other things. Okay, the following is the chronogram. And this is the evidence. This is the questionnaire. These are the results. Question 6. In the question 6 was the most curious question because was the most divided in opinion question, and was the only one that a person changed his or her perspective about the issue after the explanation.
That's in process. On our project we had initial idea, the obesity, then research of the topic and perspective, then carried on a work outcome, and the last one is reflect and get a conclusion about the results.
Difficulties. We had a few difficulties developing our project. Some of them were problems assigning responsibilities, problems according times. Sometimes the project was delayed because a member doesn't make the activity time or things like that. Change of the project. The group had to change the project one time because there was 2 similar ideas on the classroom. Other one is that we start later the project. There are 2 reasons of this. One is that we arrive all the 3 members later, and also we take too much time to start it. Other is that there were not clear ideas. We had a initial idea too much time, but we didn't find the way to break it and focus on just a thing. And finally, that the group doesn't have a good communication. Okay, our conclusions. Our conclusions that we can get based on the results is that all the people that was interviewed have a basic idea about the topic. We can see after the explanation that we get that people really don't change their perspective too much and just follow their point of view. We also can conclude that there are different points of view in the answers, but there are always similarities between them. And finally, that the people don't discriminate against obesity.
In my personal reflection, I think that in spite of about the bad communication that there was in the group and the inconvenience that were present about the topic, the results that we expect were obtained. And this project helped me to have some responsibilities despite the little things that I do.
It helped me to know the difference between the physical problems and the mental problems of the person about the obesity, because this is a real problem that we're living in Colombia and in all the world. Moreover, we have to take into account that we don't have to discriminate the persons depending on the problems that they're living, because we don't know if the person has some types of health problems that is the reason of why they are fat. Moreover, we can take a person suicide if we treat them so bad about their parents, because it's never easy to be a person that you want to know, because a person that is fat, they don't want to be fat, they just be fat because the way they live their life. Yes, more I also reflect that make exercise is very important, because your body is going to be with you all your life, and if you don't care about yourself, it's going to care about it. Huh?
My personal reflection. This project really was a challenge for me because it's the first time that I have to act as a leader. But despite of all the problems, I think that we make a good project. In terms of teamwork, at my opinion, I get too much responsibilities, more than the necessary ones, but I'm happy with my performance on the group. And in conclusion, in spite of all the problems, we get a good project. And if it took, we didn't accomplish our aim completely. We obtained conclusions that we didn't expect and was really curious, and I'm happy with those.